Welcome, welcome. My name's Kathy Crabbe, and today we're going to be celebrating the Pisces new moon. I'm going to be doing a soul reading with my 4 hand-painted oracle decks. We'll peek a little bit into the astrology of the upcoming month, and we're also going to create a sacred circle together. So to begin, I'm going to light some sage, and this is collected from my property, my road, actually where I live here in Temecula, Southern California. So just take a moment to take some deep, relaxed breaths, call upon your guides, ancestors, divines, higher power to be with you for this new moon in Pisces reading. Okay, so I've called in the elements, earth, air, fire, water, and spirit. I've purified and I've saged our space and blessed and protected our space together. We've called in our guides for this reading. So the upcoming new moon is on March 13th, and it's going to be in Pisces. The time will be 2:21 a.m. That's Pacific time. And if you need to look up things like that, the wee moon is great for the northern hemisphere. If you're in the southern hemisphere, you've got the Creative Cronies moon calendar and diary. And very proud to say my artwork is featured in both of those. So yeah, we've got this new moon coming up. And this is the information I'm sharing with you now astrologically is from the Creative Cronies moon book, diary and calendar. So we've got revelations at this new moon around what still needs healing and nurturing. And we're going to be getting support for this at this new moon and upcoming. So right now, great time to clear your energy fields of lower vibrations, set your intentions, and manifest a world of healing love. That's what we can do this month through our intention setting. It's also the day after the Tzolk'in Day of the Lizard, and that's for growth and manifesting prosperity. Also coming up this month, we've got the spring equinox in Aries. Aries season begins. For the southern hemisphere, we've got it's the fall equinox, the opposite. We've also got in the Celtic Druidic tree calendar, we've got upcoming this month, it's the 4th moon month coming up, the Alder moon, which actually begins on March 19th. The Druidic gemstone for the Alder moon would be the obsidian, which I've got right here on my altar, and the bird would be the seagull. Okay, so let's take a peek at some goddesses, and these are from my Zodiac Goddess Power deck. So I've picked out the 2 Piscean goddesses from the deck. So Pisces is a water sign. It's mutable, meaning it's changeable. It's represented by the 2 fish. I've got it portrayed here as the 2 mermaids, and in this painting as a beautiful watery goddess. So the affirmations are, my dreams, visions, and intuition guide me. And I am a mystic of the spirit realm. So, yes, we're in Pisces season. We've got the Aries equinox. So we've got the input of that Aries seasonal energy. But with Pisces being the sun, being in Pisces up until the equinox. And for this new moon, we'll be celebrating the Pisces energy happening. So yes, watery, mystical, magical, intuitive, great time for this kind of work. Strengthening your intuition, learning how to trust what your intuition, your dreams, your gut is telling you, your instincts are telling you. Not easy in a world that doesn't appear to value those things or even teach those things at school. Where I feel that how else are we going to know who to trust? We need to go with our intuition and learn how to use that as our own guide. So we're not always looking outside of ourselves for confirmation. We can go within and ask ourselves and tune in to our divine selves for guidance. Okay, so let's dive into the cards. I have 4 hand-painted oracle decks that are available. The 4th one is my cat herbal deck, and that deck is coming out soon. So I'm going to start though with the lefty oracle deck. And this deck I painted, it's my first deck, and I painted it with my non-dominant left hand, the intuitive hand. So I'm going to shuffle right now, and what I'll do when I pull the card, how I read, and in my soul readings, and whenever I use cards, my own cards only though, for readings, I will hold my hand over the card to psychically read, and only after, at the end of the reading, will I share the card image to see if it confirms what I was getting. Okay, so I've just shuffled, pulling a card for this Pisces new moon, keeping in mind we're going to be setting our intentions at this new moon as close to the exact moment if we can, and that exact moment again is at 2:21 a.m. so that's fairly early in the morning. It may not be possible for a lot of us. That's Pacific time. So we'll set our intention, seating it in our third eye, in our Abdullah Oblongata, connecting our spine to our top of our head. Those are intuitive access points. So I like to focus on the new moon, even though it's a low energy time, because the moon, it's dark, the sky is dark, the moon is just beginning, because that's the seed time when we plant our seed into the darkness, and we set our intentions to see them flower and be fulfilled, hopefully, at the full moon. Okay, so back to our lefty oracle. Okay, I've pulled a card. Like I said, I'm gonna read this card with my intuitive, non-dominant left hand over the card and just see what comes through. So while I do this, I'm gonna just take a moment of silence to read, get visuals, images, clairvoyant, whatever information wants to come through. And while I'm doing that, if you want to think or intuit or focus on what your intentions are for this coming month ahead. And as you're doing that, feel your body relax even further. Just get really comfortable. Relaxed breaths can help with that, as always. Okay, and just an image pretty much that I received of what's going on right now for us here in the Northern Hemisphere, which is an image of the bear in the cave in hibernation, but coming out. We're coming out of the cave now as we approach the spring equinox. We're starting to, release some of that heavy clothing. We're starting to look and feel more sunlight upon our face, feel that energizing influence of the sun more sunlight. Now this would be the opposite in the southern hemisphere. We're preparing to go into the cave. So we're the bear going in to that darkness. So yes, with this bear, we're in the cave. We've come out of the cave. I just want to do a short guided meditation for this right now, since we're already relaxed. Deep breaths. Imagine yourself journeying on this guided meditation with the bear as your guide, your spirit guide, your helper. And you're in the cave of winter, and you start to smell things that are alive and starting to come up out of the earth, and the scents are changing. The light is changing. You see more light through your cave opening at later and later hours. And your nose is just taking in all these beautiful scents, guiding you towards the front of your cave to leave and go out into the light, into that beckoning of spring. Take a moment just to sense and feel and smell spring in the air. Do a happy dance in your head. Spring is a time of awakening. Your seeds are being planted now at this time of year when there is hope and possibility in the air. What is it you want to manifest? Allow the sunlight to bathe your body with its warmth, its heat. Feel yourself relaxing into that beauty. Feeling the rain or the last bits of snow gently watering your dreams, your hopes, your visions, that seed that you're planting. If you have an intention, plant it now outside in the fertile earth, about to be fertile earth, which will be springing forth new blooms very soon. Focus on that seed, your intention, and plant that in the earth. Feeling it being watered by this watery moon, this watery time of change and transformation. Spring rain, fall rain, watering the earth, your seed, trusting that it will bloom. Okay, come back now to our space, knowing you've done some good work here. You've planted a seed of intention for the month ahead. Coming back to the here and now, opening your eyes and returning to our space together. And another card. This card, we already have the bear as a guide, but we're going to pull one today from the Elf and Ally Oracle deck. That's a 72 card deck that comes with my guidebook filled with all kinds of lore and meaning and animal magic. And we're going to pull a spirit animal. Okay. We've got the black duck, fierce. Your daringness is quietly impressive and will take you where you need to go. Some good oomph for the the upcoming spring equinox. Reverse, don't be too quiet for too long. Okay, I'm going to pull a cat herbal from, this is my upcoming deck, 36 card spirit cats and herbal wisdom and magic. Okay, let's see who wants to, what plant, what kitty cat wants to join us. Okay, we've got lavender. Have some lavender on my altar just to help me tune in and focus and get really spiritually centered. Okay, so that's it for today, folks. What I will do is I will share the Lefty Oracle. I'm not going to share it right now. I will share that in my blog, kathycrabbe.com. And I will share the black duck. And I will share the meaning of lavender, the spiritual and the healing meaning of lavender, along with these goddesses that I've pulled today to help you tune in, resonate, and hopefully plant some intentions at this watery, mystical, magical new moon. Join me again. Not sure when. Maybe I'll do another new moon. Maybe I'll do a full moon video. I usually try to get one out a month. Otherwise, I share everything at kathycrabbe.com in my blog. And I also offer readings, past life readings, soul readings, ancestor readings, and spirit guide readings, as well as astrology reports and all my oracle decks. So thank you again so much and have a lovely new moon month. Blessed be.